Hi, good morning. It's Friday. I feel like I'm always rubbing my eyes in these things because I do them right when I wake up. It's Friday, February 28th, and it's Friday. And I don't know why I'm so excited because I love my weeks, but it's nice to have a whole day to myself. And I just remembered I'm selling my motorcycle tomorrow if the guy shows up. And so I'm excited for that because it'll also free up space in my garage. And honestly, I haven't been riding it as much this past year like I thought. It's probably because of too much travel and starting a business and moving my business location like 3 times in 2 years. So I haven't rode a lot. And I was busy during the riding season. And then I thought really long and hard. And I'm like, honestly, the way I want to get around town is more quickly. And I think a scooter would be best, like some sort of Vespa or whatever. Because getting the bike out, getting all my gear on, I'm still going to wear gear with a scooter, but it won't have to be so intense. So yeah, I'm thinking like I'll upgrade, downgrade, whatever, to a scooter eventually if I'm still feeling it. But yeah, I'll maintain my motorcycle license because I like the freedom that it feels like it brings. So I'll say a little goodbye to my motorcycle tomorrow. It's been a good one. A little Honda 250 Rebel, which I loved. It was a great starter bike. Anyway, that's not what this is about, except maybe it's about letting go. So this is this is lesson 58, a recap of 5 more lessons until we get, like, we have 2 more of these recaps after this to get all the way through the 50 lessons. Sorry, I just drank some tea and it made an air bubble, aka burp. So that tea is called ginseng hippie tea. I love it. It's got a little zing in it for Friday. So let me read these. My number 36, my holiness envelops everything I see. Number 37, my holiness blesses the world. Guess who's here? Once I start talking, he's like, what's going on in there? Number 38, there is nothing my holiness cannot do. Number 39, my holiness is my salvation. Number 40, I am blessed as a son of God. And I know I've repeated this a few times. Whenever it says son of God, it talks about all the people being of the sonship. So it's like a blanket term for like all us humans. Come in. You're not missing anything. Nope. Oh, he did it again. Look, that's my chair. Come on, go to your chair. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, there you go. Oh, sorry. I almost scooted him right off onto the floor. Can't have that. How are you? He doesn't know what he wants. Neither do any of us. Just kidding. So my holiness envelops everything I see. From my holiness does the perception of the real world come. Having forgiven, I no longer see myself as guilty. I can accept the innocence that is the truth about me. Seen through understanding eyes, the holiness of the world is all I see. For I can picture only the thoughts I hold about myself. Again, all of these are saying like the way we think inside is the way we project out into the world. And especially the way we think about ourselves is how we think about other people. And then can you imagine, like, if you think just nothing but pure and loving thoughts about yourself, are you going to turn around and judge and hate people? I mean, you might be like, well, that's what narcissists do. I don't know. I don't know what a narcissist is. I guess it's like, I'm not qualified to truly know what it is. I could Google it and kind of have a vague idea about like narcissistic tendencies, but I don't think that's exactly what they're saying here. Of course, it's you just can't. You can't have all this self-love. I feel like that theme's coming up a lot this week. I'm going to continue my self-love readings later today and maybe like package them up and put them out there. It's like a progression of deeper and deeper self-love readings. I had a lot of intense pauses though that I'm going to have to edit out. So I haven't quite posted the first one because I think I'm going to have to edit that out for people because it's painful to watch somebody just like pause for like 10 seconds at a time. 1 second online feels like a long time. 10 seconds feels like, oh my God, get on with it already. Patience. So anyway, these are all saying the same thing. Like if you have self-love, if you have purity of vision for yourself, you're not going to look out in the world and see hate and fear and contraction. You're going to be like, hope, optimism. I see love everywhere I look. Except right there. Jelly bean. Number 37, my holiness blesses the world. Again, it's everything. Everyone and everything I see in its light shares in the joy it brings to me. There is nothing that is apart from this joy because there is nothing that does not share my holiness. And then as I recognize my holiness, again, self-love, so does the holiness of the world shine forth for everyone to see. It's like, when somebody really, truly has self-love, feels their self-worth, it shines out of them, doesn't it? And you're like, oh, I want some of that. Yes, we do. And it's like so easy to see. And yet we're like, how do I get there? How do I get there? And I think this last reading I did, I'm pointing to my desk because it's like, it's this card right here. Do the daily work. Like, it's a daily practice of self-love. You don't just wake up one day and go, I made it, guys. I love myself. No, it's daily work. Go to the mirror, say some nice things to yourself. Then there's number 38. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. My holiness it's unlimited in its power to heal because it is unlimited in its power to save. And what is there to be saved from except illusions? And what are all illusions except false ideas about myself? My holiness undoes all of them by asserting the truth about me. It's more the same. Jelly bean, psst, come here. I'll cuddle you in a second. Number 39, my holiness is my salvation. Again, it's my holiness saves me from all guilt. Recognizing my holiness is recognizing my salvation. It's like once I've accepted my holiness, again, I feel like holiness and self-love are so intertwined because like, you're like, oh, I am born with love and worth, and once you really believe it, comes with you have to believe it. So you can only start believing it, I think, after you start practicing it. It's like fake it till you make it, and you might have to just say these things to yourself till you start believing them. And then once you start believing them, man, that's once you've accepted it, nothing can make me afraid anymore. It's like it gets rid of all fear thoughts because it's like, what's there to be? Their little feeder went off. Good thing I let him out, or he'd be a maniac clawing through that door to get to his food. He is always hungry. I don't get it. He can never not be eating. He'll be done eating, and then if I break out a treat, he'll be like, and he just launches at it. He's a maniac. And then number 40, I am blessed as a son of God. Again, person of God. I am blessed as a son of God. All good things are mine because God intended them for me. I cannot suffer any loss or deprivation or pain because of who I am. Who is capitalized. My Father supports me, protects me, and directs me in all things. His care for me is infinite and is with me forever. I am eternally blessed. Well, there you have it. It's these 5 are like, when you talk about your holiness, it's self-love. And that's what was coming through in this reading, and this desire that descended upon me the other day. It was like, do some self-love readings, and I'm like, okay. I wasn't sure where that came from because it was coming out of a week of go do the thing you're meant to do, pursue your passion in life, your purpose. It's a lot of P's: pursuit, passion, purpose. And then after that, it was like, we still have something left to clear. maybe going into the new moon, and then all of this self-love energy started coming in. Like, we've got to build up the self-love. And so I don't think that's a coincidence. Thank you for the messages. Like, I don't think anything's a coincidence anymore, but there's something like, okay, that word fortified just came to my head again. What is that? Self-love is fortifying. I never use that word, and it's come up like 10 times in the last 3 days. So it's this, okay, you're gonna go do the thing. We still gotta just build you up a little bit more for the journey. And it's like, oh, fortify with self-love. That's all you need. Then you won't have any fear. You'll have all the confidence you need. You'll just know in your inner knowing that you're on the right path. Self-love. And that's what these lessons seem to be all about. So that was lesson 58, a collection of lessons 36 through 40 of A Course in Miracles. Thanks for watching. Happy Friday. It's going to be amazing. The weather is supposed to be so nice today. And that's why my motorcycle, I'm getting so many hits on this, is they're like, it's like riding weather. I'm like, where have you been since I posted this 2 months ago in the cold of winter? It was like crickets. Only there were no crickets because there aren't any crickets chirping in winter. It was like dead silence. And then all of a sudden in the last week, it was like, is your bike still available? I can come get it tomorrow. Will you take half what you said you want for it? No. I have to hold my boundaries. That's what I'm working on. I stood firm. I knew before I went in, this is the lowest I'll go. And as soon as I said, no thanks, this is the lowest I'll go, they're like, okay, I can do that. And I'm like, of course that's how haggling is done. My old self may have fallen for it. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll only take that much. No one else wants it. No. So anyway, yeah, so that I've been learning through that boundaries, holding firm. And I had to develop some self-love first, I guess, and some boundaries. So anyway, enjoy your journey and your weekend.